flourishing of society. We want to thank you for the efforts of Namsa and other bodies who have taken upon this responsibility to promote sports, especially motorsports in Nagaland and also in other parts of the Northeast. We thank you for the endeavor. We want to thank you for the leadership. We pray that you grant them wisdom so that as they take this project forward, you will grant them success. We want to thank you for the complex that you have given them. And I pray, Lord, that based out of this place, that they will be able to enable other people to take keen interest in sports for their well-being and also for various others reasons. And I pray, Lord, that through these efforts also, that it will create a sense of unity among people and different parts of the Northeast and as well as India also. I pray, Lord, that as they start operating from this place, I pray, Lord, that you will protect this place, the facilities, and everything, Lord. And I pray, Lord, that even as they work, I pray, Lord, whoever will be working here will be able to work with dedication. We thank you for this place, and we want to thank you for all the people who have worked behind the scenes so that this has come to fruition, to reality. Thank you. And today we are gathered here to give you thanks for all your blessings. And today I dedicate this place, this complex, for your glory and for the service of mankind and for the flourishing of society. In your name, in the name of Jesus, I pray and I dedicate this place. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. God bless you.
Thank you, Pastor. I stand here today with heavy heart, but with great honor to pay our utmost respect to our friends who are no longer here with us today. In the course of our journey together as a teammate and a visionary leader, we have lost our dear friends and valued colleagues. Late Temjin Toy, Chief Secretary, Government of Nagaland, who was a patron of Nagaland Adventure and Motorsports Association. Thongdi Inno, General Secretary of Nagaland Adventure and Motorsports Association. And a friend from Mizoram, Zoliana Roide, Bob from Assam, Intimayang Jamir, Spearhead Motorsports Initiative, KK Paul, Nagaland Adventure Club, and Ketolulia Suro from NSC. I strongly believe that the contribution they have given to the society and the values they have installed in us have made a difference. Though they are no longer with us today, their legacy shall live on. Our sincere condolence and prayers to their family and their beloveds. May I now kindly request all of you to stand up on your feet as we spend 1 minute silence in respect and honor of the departed soul. Let us pray. Thank you. You may take your seat. Now to the next program. we would like to acknowledge on behalf of the Namsa and FAMSI, we would like to acknowledge our special guest, a small presentation as a token of love and appreciation. Benjamin Newmy, retired Commission Secretary, Patron Namsa. Dedicatory Sacre, Town Baptist Church, Dimapur. The rest we will continue the discussion now. Now, for keynote addresses, I call upon Sri Abu Mehta, President FAMSI, Association Vice President Athletic Federation of India, Advisory Chief Multi-Story to this time.
Thank you very much, Chairperson, for today's dedicatory function and the Motorsports Conclave, Mr. Kuputu Shohei, Honorable Advisor, Government of Nagaland, Department of Education, and also a patron of Namsa since its inception, Sri K.T. Sukalu, my senior friend and Namsa patron and retired government bureaucrat, Sri Benjamin, servant of God, and again another good friend of Namsa over the years, Pastor Dedicatory Sacre, representatives of sports and motorsports and adventure sports associations and clubs from different parts of the Northeast, representatives of affiliated associations of Namsa from all the districts of Nagaland, special invitees, motorsports and adventure clubs who have come to participate here with us today, delegates of the conclave, my friends from the press and media, President of Namsa and all executive members of Namsa, ladies and gentlemen, at the very outset, I also take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to this program, which is small, simple, yet symbolic and significant. We also welcome you to the conclave which we have organized, which is perhaps one of the first of its kind as far as this subject is concerned. You are aware that the Namsa Motorsports Complex is located in the heart of the Regional Center for Sporting Excellence here in Sobima. Other facilities include an academy for shooting sport, an academy for archery, the cricket academy and the cricket stadium, and an international standard futsal center. We are hopeful that in future more such facilities will come up within this area. It is, I am told, one of the first such facilities in the Northeast where several sports facilities and academies are located in one consolidated area. The vision of the state government and the vision of the sports policy is to create such facilities which will not only enable Nagaland to host and hold multi-sports events in the years to come, but also to use these facilities to produce champions in future. We know that sports is today no longer a hobby or a recreation. Sports and games today is a science, a profession, and a career. It is an industry that runs into billions of dollars. It is an activity of the human being which is most viewed on the planet. Sports unites the human race. Events like the FIFA World Cup the Olympic Games bring more nations and more people under one umbrella than even the United Nations organizations. Sport is a unifying power. Sport exemplifies the energy, the vibrancy, and the ambition of young people across the globe. Likewise, Naga youth too have similar ambitions, similar vibrancy, and similar energy. And it is facilities like this, investments in sport, approaching it as a science, and creating avenues in human resource, infrastructure, and an ecosystem that develops champions that will ensure that Nagaland and Nagas too finish on podiums in sports arenas around the world. This is the ambition of the Nagaland Olympic Association. This is the ambition of the state government. When we come to the area and the subject of motorsports, I must take this opportunity to thank all my colleagues and my friends who are here with us today, and some of us who are not with us today, for having worked together for almost 2 decades to reach us to where we are today. The Nagaland Adventure and Motorsports Association has been a pioneering organization not just in Nagaland and the Northeast, but throughout the country. We have organized state, national, and international competitions in the last 2 decades. We've brought some of the best motorsports talents from around the country to Nagaland to participate and display their talents. Our drivers, navigators, officials, and participants have participated in some of the biggest events in the country and continue to do so. Drivers and navigators from Nagaland have brought laurels to India and the Northeast by winning events like Great Big Himalaya, which is one of the biggest events then across the Asia Pacific region. We in the motorsports fraternity understand that today, in a changing world, today in a society that continues to be impacted by different dynamics, motorsports too continues to evolve and change. Motorsport is no longer what it was a decade or a decade and a half ago. Today, it is one of the most exciting sports events on the planet, with dimensions from Formula One, rallying, go-karting, biking, racing, so many dynamics that brings motorsports together. And we see that there is tremendous amount of talent, not just in Nagaland, but across the region. Drivers, navigators, participants from the Northeast, from Mizoram, Assam, have won laurels for the country. We even have here in our midst, like an example, my good friend Mr. Ravi Agarwal, who has been an official at the highest level of sport, that is Formula One. Motorsports enthusiasts from the Northeast have brought laurels to the country. So the question arises, why can't we emerge bigger? Why can't we dream bigger? Today, I want to urge our fraternity, and I want to send out a strong message that the motorsports headquarters of the country must be here in the Northeast. We have the topography, we have the human resource, we have the beauty of nature, and we have the challenges of our terrain that can make the Northeast as a motorsports hub, not just of the country, but of the world. It is our dream, it is our aspiration that we have our own rallying circuit. We have our own events. If Nagaland, Mizoram, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Tripura, Meghalaya, Assam, we can all come together with one event each, it will be even bigger than the Indian National Rally Championships. We have to synchronize and synchronize motorsports and adventure sports with tourism. Today, statistics tell us that Indian tourists spend more than 600 crores traveling around the world. Motorsports, adventure sports is a part of tourism. Even if we get a single-digit percentage of that tourism related with our events into the Northeast, we are talking hundreds of crores. It not only will bring limelight attention to the Northeast, but it will create positive impact into our economy. It will become a generator of employment. It will create opportunities for young people, not just to drive and race, but to provide service to an industry that continues to grow. This is the ambition of the motorsports fraternity here, and this is the discussion we will take forward in our discussion hour later. And I'm sure with much more inputs from all of you, many of you who are well experienced and seasoned in the field will give positive inputs, and we look forward to making a collective team, collective endeavor, and work together as one fraternity, and I hope that we can all collectively work as a team. Before I conclude, I would like to once again thank all of you for making it here. My particular thanks and special thanks to our special guests this morning. Mr. K.T. Sukalu is not only an honorable member of the Lesser Assembly for us, but he is a colleague, he is a friend, and he has stood with us through some of the most difficult periods of our association, and he has supported us right from the beginning. So sir, thank you so much for being with us this morning, but also thank you for all these years of support. Dear friends, I hope we have a very fruitful and meaningful discussion through the day, and I hope that we will go back with fond memories of Nagaland, and I hope that we will be able to connect, make friendship, strengthen our relationships for the years to come. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. God bless. Kupnalin.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your word of encouragement.
Special number, Shri Kimat Sanjanga, you may take it back.
That's my test. Thank you. I'm delighted to be in your presence today. Good morning, everyone.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you? Take away all my sins, 'cause that's what you do. Beats the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my life with gladness and take away all my sadness. Ease my and there's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. But at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one, to the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my life with gladness and take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. But at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one, oh, to the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my life with gladness and take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. You take away all my sadness and fill my life with gladness. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. You take away all my sadness and fill my life with gladness. Ease my troubles, and that's what you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Timasan, for inviting us with a beautiful number. Now, the main part of our program has come. I call upon our Honorable Advisor, School Education, Government of London, Sri A.T. Scholar to come and take it.
Good morning, everyone. It's indeed a pleasure for me to be here, and I was delighted when Mr. Abu called me up to be a part of this function this morning. I was actually on a journey touring the state as chairman of the Public Accounts Committee. There are many works that we need to verify, but I thought I shouldn't miss this. And I must apologize in advance. After this, again, I have to rush after my speech. There is another program I have to attend. Anyway, Mr. Chairperson, Mr. Kukuto Shohei, thank you for the good introductions that you have given. My friend, Mr. Abu Mehta, we've known each other for a very, very long time. We stood by each other, never let each other down also. As mentioned by him, I had a long association with our Honorable Chief Minister when I was in service. I was the Secretary of Youth Resource and Sports. And then from there I got associated with many other sporting events. I'm now the Vice President of the Nagaland Archery Association and also a patron in the Nagaland Cricket Association. I had been his Vice President when the Honorable Chief Minister was the President of Nagaland Cricket Association. So both of us are, he's the Chief Patron, I am the Patron of the Nagaland Cricket Association. Why I mention this is, over the years I have realized his vision for the youth of our state, and not only our state, but how we can reach out to the other Northeast states. We all know government service is limited, and we see the potential in our youths, be it Nagas, be it SMEs, be it Achalis, be it anyone from the Northeast. But we don't have the avenues and the centers. And today, as you are here today, the regional Center of Excellence. This, just shows the vision that he has. And as mentioned by Mr. Abu, it is open to the entire Northeast. And of course, even in India, there are people who want to participate. You are aware, the Nagaland Namsa was started in 2001, if I'm not mistaken. And as mentioned earlier, many events, boys and girls also have participated, and have done wonderfully well. And today, as we dedicate this center, and the representative of the various Northeast states, I'm sure as you go around, not only this but the other facilities that is made available to you, you will all bring our hands together in making, a platform for our youth to take their career forward. As mentioned, I was in sports, I was in service, now I'm in politics. Now, there are so many avenues for our youth to grow. Earlier we didn't have these facilities. Now that we have the facilities, I look forward to all the youths in Nagaland as well as the Northeast to avail this. Because even through sports, you can make a living. Even through sports, you can be ambassadors to other younger people who will follow you. And that way, we can make the Northeast really a center of excellence. Now you know the Government of India's policy of Look East. God willing, since the Government of India is very sincere, and we must really appreciate our Prime Minister, who has a very far-sighted vision for developing the Northeast. And the excellent election results of the 4 states definitely has put a booster in the government. And Manipur has performed very well. And you must have heard the Honorable Prime Minister always mentioning that Manipur will be the doorway to the other Southeast Asian countries. Not only Manipur, Nagaland is there, Mizoram is there, we all have the international boundaries. So we must see that we also take opportunity of this. Assam will benefit. In fact, entire Northeast will benefit. Arunachal, all the bordering states, plus our neighbors, Assam, we will all benefit from this Look East policy. I was just going through this, the complex. And again now, there's a proposal to develop go-karting within this compound. You are aware, I think at least the representative from Nagaland will know, along with the JK Tires, some workshop was held. A young Nagan boy was selected to go for training in the JK Tires company academy. So these things we can draw out talents from our young boys and girls. Only one thing I would like to advise my younger generation is, please be dedicated and sincere. Once we attain a certain level of recognition, we tend to backslide. That push, you take it for granted that everything will go ahead. It's not like that. I've been advising the boys and girls, especially in cricket, since I'm associated with cricket. There are people who have dropped their studies just to follow cricket. They have a passion and they are doing very well. But there are parents who came and told me, "Sir, but what about my child's academic career?" I said, if your son is that good, what people tell me, I'm sure that itself is a career for him. You only study, but if you do not have a purpose for your studies, where do you land up? You land up as an educated, unemployed youth who will never get a job. But if you have a sincere commitment that you study to be something else or to be someone else, then you reach. Likewise in sports or in any other sporting activities. You are sincere, dedicated, now you are in the motorsports. Who said that you are only concentrating to Northeast? Who says your chance is only for India? God willing, if your boys, girls, and if you are that good, why not? In the international area, you can definitely participate there. And that itself, not only the recognition that you get, but that itself is a livelihood. So this is one thing I would like to ask the younger generation, and especially all the members of Namsa who are here. To the members who keep on training you in your various associations, you must give them the push and you must give them this advice. And definitely, Northeast will bring laurels not only to India. The world will come and recognize this. Adventure tourism, as mentioned by Mr. Abu. I was just passing through Goyang yesterday afternoon. I was quite surprised to see so many motorbikes and cars and all from Assam. So I asked my friends, how come so many people are here in Goyang? Camps are there, they have brought their tents and all, they are doing fishing and they are relaxing. So every weekend from Assam, they come and they spend the weekends and again they go back. And I said, why do they come? Goyang is a lovely place to visit. But they say that in the plains, there is no other avenues to go. So they come up and they relax with nature. So adventure tourism is there. Nagaland or in, let's say, the northeast, our topography is such. You can have so many sporting events. Even I was just thinking, if the endurance test also can be done, motorsports, the entire circuit you can do, technically you know better than me, the distance that you cover, the places that you go, all these can be conducted. And I would advise Namsa also to think about it, the endurance test driving throughout Nagaland. And I'm sure it will definitely add a lot of color to Namsa's various activities. The awards that I saw just now, the mementos for all the events that you have participated, it's really heartwarming. And I wish Namsa and I wish the entire other friends from the Northeast, representing your various associations, to keep that in mind, that collaboration that you have, the understanding that you have, the cooperation that you're giving today, continue so that we definitely develop this motorsports in our Northeast. Thank you very much for this event, invitation and the gift that you have given us. Actually, it's not required. Being a patron, I think it was not called for anyway. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the very best discussions.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your word of encouragement and advice. Thank you for making our Dedicatory Foundation a grand success beside your busy schedule, sir. Now, we have a 5-minute break. After 5-minute break, we will have a discussion up. Anybody from Chumukinima?
सब जल्दी आगे था उसको फोटोग्राफर
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10 in Global Chapter, and for Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.
Nagaland TV. Top Manugin Nagaland TV. Hello and welcome to Nagaland TV. Let's look at the top stories for now.
To become a reporter or want to be a news anchor?
Your dreams can be a reality now.
Grab the chance to serve your state as a journalist.
Send your CV to cvdy365@gmail.com.
Call us at 7099033602.
Join the fastest growing news network of Nagaland.
Keep watching Nagaland TV. Top Manulaga Awas.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10 in Global Chapter, and for Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.
Nagaland TV. Top Manugin Nagaland TV. Hello and welcome to Nagaland TV. Let's look at the top stories for now.
नागालैंड टीवी ला व्यूअर सबके सलाम आमी इमलिसन ला इमचन अपनी खान के स्वागत करी आसे स्पेशल प्रोग्राम नागालैंड टीवी जॉब हांटे तो इदु प्रोग्राम ते अपनी खान के लेटेस्ट और रेलेवेंट गवर्नमेंट और प्राइवेट सेक्टर्स लगा नौकरी खान उपरे जानकारी दिबो अपनी खान काम बिसारी থাকিলে और जदि कते बिसारिबो कयकना भाबी থাকিলে अपनी खान लगा चिंता के दूर करिबले आमी खान आसे तो देरी नकरी केना आहिबी प्रोग्राम नागालैंड टीवी जॉब हान के शुरू करिबो First day organization laga naam Lenskart. Posto store manager, optometry sale associate laga ase. Qualification store manager karone graduate, good communication skills, computer knowledge aro minimum
Namsa is a government-recognized registered association and is the apex body for regulating and supervising all activities in regard to adventure and motorsports in Ireland. Now, I also would like to sincerely thank our patrons like our Honorable Chief Minister, then our Honorable Advisor for Education, Mr. K.D. Sukalu, Mr. H.K. Kulu, retired IAS, late Tamjat Toy, who was the Chief Secretary of Nagaland and who passed away just last year, and Mr. Benjamin Yumai, and therefore, let me go to the next slide. Naga Mountain Challenge was the first event conducted by Namsa in 2001 with strict adherence to the rules governing the sport under Motorsports Association of India, which was then the National Sporting Authority under FIA. Over the years, Namsa has organized many events like autocross, World War II Peace Rally, Hornbill DST Motor Rally, Off-Road, etc. Not only renowned drivers and navigators from all over the country, but even international participants. We also conducted a go-kart clinic and selection camp in collaboration with Checker Tire, wherein a young boy was selected and admitted into the Checker Tire Advanced Training Academy, Bangalore. And this young boy, his name was David Achumi, and he also went on to become the best rookie of the year. Namsa members have participated in many national and international motor rally events like Reiki Himalaya, Asia Pacific Rally, INRC, Orchid Challenge Rally, MCA, World Tourism Day Car Rally covering Guwahati, Manas and Bhutan, organized by Assam Speed and Adventure Club, India-Myanmar Thailand Friendship Car Rally organized by NEFIT and IFCRA. Namsa took the lead in organizing a common platform for adventure and motorsports by forming Federation of Adventure and Motorsports Association of Northeast. In October 2010, with active participation of NIMSA, ASAC, MCA and representatives of clubs and associations from Shillong and Tura, Meghalaya. Over the years, Namsa has been providing technical assistance in conducting motorsport events to many motorsports associations and clubs of the Northeast. Due to various factors, function could not take off as anticipated. But it is becoming a reality today, and we can, with active participation by all concerned, rejuvenate the game. Achievements. First position, Orchid Challenge Rally 2001. Third position, Total Hornbill Rally Arunachal 2002. First position, Red Tea Himalaya overall and in Gypsy class. Fourth overall, Red Tea Himalaya 2002. Third overall, Red Tea Himalaya 2003. First position, 4x4 Challenge Tour 2004. Second position, Asia Pacific Rally 4x4 class. Second overall, Airtel Rally Arunachal 2008. And the list goes on and on. It will take half an hour to read out everything, so I just made a slide on this. Just one single slide. And this is the photo gallery showing some of the events. I'm sure some of you will find yourself in the picture. Now let me come to the interesting part, the second part of the presentation. Northeast Rally Championship in relation to adventure and motorsports and tourism. Federation of Adventure and Motorsports Association of Northeast and Northeast Rally Championship. Concept. A Northeast Rally Championship can be organized on the lines of Indian National Rally Championship, wherein series of rallying events are organized by HAMSEB in collaboration with the member states. Example, Championship Round 1 can be held in Arunachal Pradesh, organized by the Competent Adventure and Motorsports Authority, and Championship Round 2 in Meghalaya, and so on and so forth. The driver and co-drivers championship will be based on a point system in each round, and a finale championship will be held in one of the states where the team who accumulates the highest points will be declared the winner. Format. TSD Endurance. The TSD format can be modeled on endurance format stretching over a few days. For example, in Manipur, we can have starting from Imphal to Moreh via Ukrul, and Moreh to Imphal via Churachandpur. And in Meghalaya, we can have a start from Shillong to Tura via Williamnagar at 304 kilometers approximately. And an overnight regrouping can be done at different locations, and a fresh starting order is issued in a regroup start. And routes can be mostly dirt and off-road conditions. And the stage rally can be conducted as per FIA regulations in a format of 1-day repeat, 2-day rally, and the results to be announced by the end of the second day of the rally. Tourism potential. Sports tourism is now recognized as a tourism niche with a significant economic potential. Typically, this tourism attracts domestic and international participants who are then supported by a global audience. For example, in Malaysia, it contributes about RM5 billion annually through accommodation, logistics, and tourist spending. Regular race events generate substantial returns to society and the economy. The core of motorsports tourism is the awareness of sports travelers of the existence of motorsports events in a destination. The strengths of motorsports as a tourism attraction include the publicity and coverage by print and electronic media, sponsorship from domestic and multinational companies, and additional business opportunities for the locals. Types of adventure and motorsports tourism. Adventure tourism is a type of tourism in which tourists engage in adventure activities such as motorcycle racing, car racing, rallycross, motor rallying, off-road, trekking, mountain biking, climbing, paragliding, rafting, bungee jumping, zip lining, or the likes. Adventure tourism gains much of its excitement by allowing the tourists to step outside their comfort zone. Adventure tourism has grown exponentially worldwide over the past years, with tourists visiting destinations previously undiscovered. This allows for new destinations to market themselves as truly unique appealing to those travelers looking for rare, incomparable experiences. Of late, adventure tourism is emerging as one of the fastest growing segments in India, with more and more travelers opting for experiential tourism. As per industry estimates, inbound adventure tourism in India is growing by 5 to 7% annually, and domestic adventure tourism is growing by 20 to 25%. Potential of adventure and motorsports in the Northeast in particular. We are so lucky that our Northeast India is bountiful in nature and with diverse landscape. Rolling hills, plateaus, plains, mountains, crushing rivers, swift rapids and the likes. Northeast India has all the ingredients and the potential to become an adventure and motorsports powerhouse of the country. The advantage of having a Northeast Rally Championship will definitely boost the popularity of the sport as well as give a fillip to adventure tourism and boost economy in all the member states. Action plan. To make a calendar of events in consultation with all the stakeholders, to be included in FMSAI calendar of events, and to get the ball rolling within 2 months' time. Thank you. So now we will have the open house discussion. So everyone is will want to share your views. So you can whoever wants to share their views can take the mic down. I think I better give the mic to Ravi first.
Hi, good morning friends. Myself Ravi Agarwal. Almost everybody knows me. Just to give a brief intro about myself, I've been into motorsports for the last 27 years. I've been representing the whole of Northeast in the national and international arena as an official participant and everything. Association with Namsa, I have been here for Nagaland events since 2007. This is my 15th year. I'm really honored to be here. Just coming to in line with everything, we have had a lot of discussions regarding this. That why can't whole of Northeast, we are 8 states, why can't we come together and do up something where the whole of India, the whole of world can observe us. Like now, whatever was shared by my good friend Lima, so we can actually have 8 rounds. We don't need to get into the Indian level immediately, the national level. We can start off with a Northeast round complete. 8 states doing all the events. There are a lot of clubs in a particular state. I would urge all the clubs to divide among themselves. One club can do a TSV rally, one club can do a autocross according to their expertise and specialization. Say, just an example, NSE is very good in off-road. So NSE can do something in off-road. DMSE has been doing a autocross. So DMSE can do a autocross. Namsa has been doing a TSV rally, stage rally. So just an example I am giving. It might be not the same thing or whatever, but we can all come together, divide the event among a particular state, do 8 rounds and show pan-India that Northeast can deliver the best of the best motorsports all over India. Automatically the companies, the sponsors, the corporate, they'll walk up to us. The federation will walk up to us. Okay, 8 states are there. They are doing very good. Let us get in touch with them and bring motorsports. 2012 was the first year when a Mizo rider had gone national. I still remember that year when he rode his first race in BIC. And after that, today, The Mizo riders are the best riders in whole of India. Any company, if they want a good rider, they will come to Mizoram, select riders and give a run for all the money to all the competitors. So why we have got fearless drivers, we have got fearless riders. We can all, if we come together, we can perform the best. That is what I will urge every club to come together under one umbrella and perform as a team. All 8 states. Leave the whole of country. If we 8 states can perform, automatically the country will start looking up to us. Thank you so much.
You moderate.
Madhu, would you like to share some?
I'm sitting in your chair, yeah?
Hi guys, good morning. My name is Manu and I represent Namsa. Namsa is a club in Manipur, newly formed. It is in the budding stage. We don't know much and we have not conducted any events so far. But then we are looking forward to get support from all the local clubs from the entire Northeast so that we can do something in our state also. Kindly help us. And this is a good platform to learn things about motorsports. So we would like to have more of this kind of meeting among the Northeast about the sports club. Thank you so much, Divas. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manu. I would like to call upon Ben Funam. Rupak, would you like to share something? Arjun Gupta, please.
Hi guys, this is Arjun. So a lot of known people, some of the people who don't know me, I've been into autocrosses and normally races and all that for the last 4 or 5 years. So maybe for the last 2-3 years, ever since this corona happened, we were all off and it was a very welcome change. I really thank you to the members of Namsa who invited us, and it was a great meeting point after a long time. So we did kind of actually have a meeting regarding having a championship in the Northeast. This was way back in Guwahati, 4 years back, I think, 4 or 5 years back. So all the clubs had gone down, and we were thinking on it. And then I think due to the pandemic, this really didn't work out. And we were doing on a point system. It was being managed by Amitabh. So yeah, and whatever was suggested by Namsa, I think it's a great initiative to have a Northeast Rally Championship on a rally format and stuff like that. So I think if everybody could come in together and work towards it, I think it would be a great success. And so one thing good about the Northeast motorsport scene is that we guys are it's like a family. So everybody knows each other and everybody is very cooperative. So like even in our motorsport, when we used to have the autocrosses, so you would put the dates, and if anybody would have a problem or something, some adjustment was always being made. So there is a very good understanding between all the clubs and the associations, and I think we should take it forward from there, because we have this such close-knit, the bonding. So I think we should just take it forward, and what Namsa suggested is a very good thing. Although we definitely need a lot more help from the governments, because just alone as clubs and putting in all your money, I know a few people, I'm not going to name, who put in most of the money without any help of the government. We don't get any government funding literally in the Northeast, and we have to do all the events by ourselves. So I think it gets tough on the few good guys, the premier guys of every club to control everything and to handle everything. So more government intervention would really lead to take us a long way from where we are now. Yeah, that's it. I mean, the initiative is amazing. So I'm just looking forward that we can make this happen and turn it into a reality. Northeast, we are a little far off from the Indian scene, but I don't see any reasons why we cannot come up to that level in any time soon. Thank you guys.
Presentation. Oh yeah, yeah. I think we'll have a round of presentation during the first half of the program. Since our chief guest was in a hurry, we had to cut short and then make the presentation during the discussion hour. So, which is
members turn.
First, I'd like to call upon our guests from outside the state. So, in place of Ravi, if Rupa can come, you are representing, always representing Isaac, ASCC.
Mua. Let Mua call up one by one. He has the list. Where is he? Mua again. What is it?
I call upon Mr. Ravi Agarwal, Isaac, and Rupak Sultan. L. Manoranjan Singh and Sonamani from Manipur, from Namsa. Arjun Datta from Silchar, Assam. Abhigyan and Amitabh from Eastern Motors, Assam. Pem Sonam and David Santam of Ifra, Arunachal Pradesh. Next, for Akam and Lima Jamir from Kohima, NSA. Achato and Alam Jamir Ahmad Bogochum. Timi Jamir and Hokato Yaptobi of Dimapur Motorsports Club. Chiburlang from Chandia Hills, Meghalaya. Very sorry, PK. Otuba Lukumer and Abang Sempo, Trial Hounds, Mogokchum. Please stand up if you are present. Next, Chanongo Hamsoi and Dijawi Rio. AON. Next, Maran Sudhir and Sudhiyong Jamir, SMI Bukokchum. Next, Buchamo and Hukawi, PBMSC Dimapur. I call upon next Trong and his friend from Nagaland Paragliding Club. May I call upon our Namsa affiliates who have come from Mon district and Poka to please stand up. And Perenia. Hey. Please, kindly remain standing for a minute. And Bukokchuk, Neil Barma and Achato Longchar. Thank you, Vikshe. Now, to continue with our open discussion house, I call upon Ben Sunam or David from Ikra, Arunachal Pradesh, to share some of your thoughts with us. और शिवुर आप भी कुछ कहना चाहता है तो most welcome, please शिवुर, आओ please, एक दो encouragement word, शिवुर please. प्रेम सुनाम, कहाँ पर है?
Can I take 5 minutes?
Okay, then I give the time to Abu now.
2 minutes. I forgot to point out some technical aspects earlier. I just want to let everybody know what is the vision of Namsa as far as this complex is concerned. So the area that you see around you, we aspire to develop this into a go-karting facility, so that it is also used for a sustainable and a commercial plan, and also we can have various go-karting activities, training programs, youth development initiatives with this go-karting facility. That is one aspiration we have. We also are going to plan and very soon launch Northeast Center of Excellence for motorsports here. So we will have various curriculum like training for navigators, training for coaches, driving school, resource persons coming. So it is not only for Nagaland but for the entire northeastern region. So I want to tell our friends in Nagaland, the various clubs that have come, associations, and those who have come from the rest of the region, that this facility, while the guardian of this facility is Namsa, each and every one of you is a stakeholder here. When you come here, consider yourself as this is your own home, this is your own office, and this is your own temple. So this belongs to all of us, and I look forward to everybody contributing so that we continue to improve it. To my friends and colleagues from various clubs and associations in Nagaland, this belongs to all of us. The young people, the youth, the drivers, they are the stakeholders of this facility. So it's not that the owner is Namsa or state government. We are only the caretakers and the guardians. It belongs to the people of Nagaland and the Northeast. That is one. And I also discussed with Hardy when I was there in Delhi last week, and they are willing to extend all possible help so that we realize these aspirations. I've spoken to some of our champion drivers in the past, like Mr. Gaurav Gill was here to inaugurate this program. I spoke to Narayan, I spoke to Akbar, and they're all willing to donate some of the trophies which they have won, some of the medals which they have won to this center. So we plan to convert one of the halls into a hall of motivation so that champion drivers and legends can contribute some of their victory trophies displayed there, and any youngster who comes here will be motivated and inspired. In fact, Along's trophy is already sitting there in the table, and every time Along gets a trophy, this guy gets a runners-up trophy here. So, he was observing the trophies and said, "Yeah, this is my second vice chair, yeah, this is my second vice chair." Anyway, so I'll just also update you on some of the meetings I've had with, because Ravi and Arjun were talking about, and Lima were talking about having a Northeast circuit. It has been on the ideating level for very long, but we've not managed to implement it. As far as we in Nagaland are concerned, our event is already there. We already have an annual event, which due to the COVID pandemic we couldn't have, but we just got to push this one event into the championship. If each state can do that, and we did not even start with all the 7-8 states. I spoke with Mizoram CM when I was there in Mizoram last time, and highlighted about the motorsports and the need to have an event there. Their main focus is on racing and two-wheelers. The president of Mizoram is now very interested. He is the son of the chief minister himself. He was supposed to come here, but they had that inspection of the track by this consultant group, so they could not come here. So they organized one event. I've spoken to our good friend Conrad in Meghalaya. So I said, you just do one event, we'll come and help you, our people are there. Pema Khandu, Chief Minister of Arunachal, is very keen, he's helping motorsports a lot. They need to do just one event. So you see, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Arunachal, 3 events are already there. So if Mizoram comes up, we already have 4 events which you can just push into the championship. You work out a point system. Assam is going to do one, we push one in, So we already have, if you actually look at the context of FMSCI this year, they are struggling to have events. We know what happened down south recently. So let us all go back to the states. I can personally assure you, Assistant, and reaching out to your CMs, 2-3 of them are good friends of ours, so that is supporting. Assam, I'm sure now with HBS on fire, I mean the sky is the limit. And your sports minister is also very keen to develop. So let us work together towards this goal. And we can form in the coming weeks. We will also join you as the member of the delegation when you are calling on your chief minister, when you are calling on your leaders. We can all go as part of the delegation. We will go to Delhi. We will sit with Kiran Rijiju and tell him that take us to Anurag Thakur. So this type of coordination we can do. Tournament. Let me tell you one thing, there are many events, many people who are actually getting a lot of funds sitting in Delhi, doing, we want to do this Northeast Friendship Rally, we want to do this Northeast ASEAN Rally, and they grab the funds. But we are the ones who are actually doing events down here and actually developing motorsport. The real stakeholders, the real people, the soldiers on the ground are people here. So we need to just synthesize and crystallize a bit and work as a collective team. So from our side, we are most willing to help you. You want to do an event, our marshals, our officials will come. We will not charge any professional fees. We are there to help you. Just if you can take care of local logistics, we are there. Hopefully with the formation of a new government, we will have a dynamic sports minister in Manipur. I am already thinking of 1-2 names, but hopefully if the right guy comes, I think we can do a lot of things in Manipur. In fact, Mr. Radhesham is the president of Manipur Olympic Association. He's a very good friend of ours. So let's see what happens. I think there are some good exciting things that are going to happen in Manipur. And Indian Minister Amit Shah announced that we will elevate Manipur as a sporting hub of the country. So that we are happy for that because that will percolate to the rest of the Northeast. We should work as a team. So that's just my message. And as the discussion goes forward, we can take questions and try to ideate and come up with something concrete. Thank you very much.
Now I give the time to either Ben Sonam or David Santam from IFCRA. Please.
Good morning, Advisor sir, about Nike sir. Namsa present. And Lima sir also please. Myself, my name is Ben Sonam. I'm the president of International Friendship Car Rally. Sir, we're planning next program our event international and not interstate friendship car rally. In the month of 7th April to 22nd April 2022. I hope all the participants are invited to Namsa and Manipur Motorsports and Dimapur Motorsport Club. Thank you very much.
I think our team is participating there.
I call upon Purangam from NSA or Akam. The Paragliding Association, Atro. I'll call upon Neil Verma from Bukokcho or any member from Trial House. Please, you can come and share your thoughts. Anybody who wants to speak, Timmy, please.
Very good morning to all. I'm TV Jameer, President, Dimapur Motorsports Club. I'd like to congratulate Namsa. You've always been a parent to us. We look up to you as a father and a mother. We feel so proud of these moments that there is someone who is looking far beyond for all the Motorsports Club of Northeast. And when these things happen,
we'll work even harder with more delegates. So I sincerely thank Namsa, and you have always been supporting us, and we believe that you will support us even better in days to come. I thank all clubs who have come giving their time from outside Nagaland. Even though we know each other, we don't have this kind of a platform to meet every day. And in days to come, pandemic has hit us really bad, but we all have our own calendar and events to come up. But we would like to have a kind of a, since today is a good time to speak about this, we'd like to even have a discussion with our parents that these are the certain things that we would like to do also, and how to go about it. What are the pros and cons? What are the protocols to be followed? And since now with such a big lead, we are going very professional. We also would like to be guided in a very professional way. With Radisa also being here, you have always guided us in a professional way, sir. Thank you so much. So in short, we DMSC would again like to congratulate Namsa, and you have guided us, you have children, you have taken us to school. Now we are ready to be in college, to take us to that level also. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Timmy, for making us young. Atam, share some thoughts. Request for outcome of NSA.
Notice council. Good morning, everyone. My name is Purakam, but known by the name Pura. So thank you, Namsa, for the wonderful, platform which we are having now. We are having this platform after pandemic, I should say. Before the pandemic, we always meet at a rally, wherever. Okay, in short, I will cut it short. We had this meeting in Chico's place way back in 2004. So we had this idea of coming together as a family, and we started with an event, but the event was stopped because of the pandemic. So Abhinav was taking care of all the point system and all. So but the event had to be stopped. I think there were around 10 or more than, there were 10 clubs which have attended the meeting for the Northeast Rally. So Uncle Hima also came up with a point system and all for unifying. So and what we have suggested and what we have idea in common was, why do we form a Northeast club? Will be registered, and all the registered Northeast club will be among the members of the Northeast. So that was what we have discussed. So I don't know, it's a discussion hour, it's an open discussion hour, so any of the club who would want, to be a part of, to come together as a family. So that at the end of the championship, the winner or the runners-up will be sent to be participate in the national events. So that's what we have discussed. So and it was always tomorrow. Let's see. Kali Borsam. It was always like that. So taking the initiative by the Namsa. And with all the Northeast club, if we come as a family to be united as one with Northeast, whatever Motorsports, and have a consultative member from all the Northeast club, it would be much better. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your pointers. I call upon Alamaya to share his thoughts with us.
everyone. Like all the clubs are here today, our youngsters, I think it's high time like we should take part in the national level also. Because our Nordic guys, no one is going outside all of our Nordic clubs. So like they are good drivers. So the clubs, they should also encourage the youngsters and encourage for the championship in the NLTV. And then like all the clubs are here. Now the rate is debunked. It's not happening. Even northeast, we have the roads, we have the mountains. So we all stay together, we can make as a northeast race. It will be a good effort. With all the support we have now, Abu is here. So like, it will be a good thing for our future generation. So thank you.
Thank you, Alok. You always love speed rally. I call upon Yanred from AOM.
Very good morning to you all. My name is Yasmin Jamil. I am from the Association of Overall Travelers. I used to participate in RFG quite often. So a few things from my experience. Like along the same. We Northeasterners, we don't go to national level. But one main reason is it's an expensive sport. Off-roading is an expensive sport. Now even extreme railing is a very expensive sport now. So you can find out if Namsa or as a group we can channelize and find sponsors for those people who are going outside to nurture younger generation to grow up and compete in national levels. That would be something for those who. As I used to compete outside, I used to feel like our fellow competitors. We could do so much more. If only our own people used to come in off-roading. We have the stamina, we have the driving techniques. It's much better than the other competitors. Of course, due respect to RFC, 50% of the competitors, I can say that we are much better than if we are in the top 50. But because of lack of funding, we don't see our people in that kind of platform. I was very fortunate to be able to participate for 4-5 years, see the type of competition that we have, see and experience that. We don't see privateers. It's very difficult to see privateers in this kind of event without financial backing, without sponsorship. And our fellow friends, our fellow competitors, they are all privateers, no doubt. But again, the mainland Indians, they are from a different background. So us, as a Northeasterners, like all the both the national levels, we need sponsorship. We need somebody to back us up, to support us. So if that can be, we can think of for that. Like, another thing is, we lack discipline. See, that's an ugly truth. Our motorsports, our sport persons, we lack discipline. We don't maintain our cars. And just in the sectors of the example, we lack, we just do everything at the last moment. If we can nurture the generations that are coming up, the younger generations, we can have a junior club that starts all the way from 12, 13 years of age. Bring them up in the lines of proper motorsports, motorsports person. We can come up with some kind of an environment like that, then I think motorsports in Northeast will definitely, nobody can beat us. People can streamline a few of these things. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your encouraging words. Did I leave out any club?
Motorsport. I think Amitabh has just gone out. Right,
Amitabh is there.
Yeah. He'll just come, then we will follow.
In the meantime, Bogoktum, Amam, Dean.
So just raise your hand if anybody wants to speak.
Kindly raise your hand if you want to speak. Yeah. Atabu, please.
Just request, I wanted to address Abu, who is advisor to our Honorable Chief Minister. I was just thinking that if Abu can, from his level, from the Chief Minister's level, if we can coordinate with the state Chief Minister like Arunachal, Mizoram, Assam, and Manipur, and then get some sponsorship or try to organize a Northeast rally, that will be very helpful, and I think that is the only way I think we could do something in Northeast.
Thank you, Atabu.
I was just thinking that when you said that you had spoken to the same counterparts, you have to take a very leading role in this, and then because you're politically connected. So that way I think you can bring in a lot more support and the connection. With your connection, I think this whole plan of having the Northeast rally thing, I think that can really come into alignment.
Now I took the time to Amitabh Indra, our dear all friend from Assam.
Good morning everyone. I'm Amitabh Indra from Guwahati, Delegates Eastern Motorsport. It's a very nice initiative from government of Nagaland that they're supporting motorsports and adventure and has given them the platform. So this is the first of its type in Northeast India, and well, most of the points that I wanted to say has been spoken of already. That's about it. I don't want to spend much time because again we need to go back home also. And so I just like to thank you so Hi guys, I forgot to mention a few things which just, after I spoke it was coming onto my mind. So I would really like to take this opportunity to push forward Abu Sir's involvement with motorsports, him being so well connected with the CMs and everything. So I think Abu Sir can really take this whole dream of ours of having a, like a Northeast championship thing. So I think this really can be only taken forward by Abu Sir because of his involvement and his love for this, sports. So this is one. And the other thing was what Bura was saying, regarding like the clubs, coming together and making a platform. So and it just doesn't have to be a few other clubs. So every state should get their own club, even if they don't have a club. Suppose some state doesn't have a club, so like maybe Tripura doesn't have a motorsport club. We should go there and encourage. There will be definitely some people who are passionate into this, passionate into adventure, sports and everything. So I think it's our, with our initiative, I think we should take this message forward of having a club in everything. So we all coming to a common platform where all the clubs is affiliated to this Northeast Motorsport Club. Everybody, so we have like the main, the body, and then rest all the rules, regulation, and how we conduct our events and everything should be governed by that main body. So that will be much more easier and better for all the clubs, and with the sort of exposure that the older clubs or the older guys are going to bring in. So that's going to be a huge, it is going to have a huge impact on the newer clubs or the guys who don't have so much experience and things like that. Yeah. So these were the 2 points that was coming to my mind. Abu Sir, we are all looking forward to you, and we just hope that things will come into place. Thank you, sir.
We all work as a team.
Yes, we need to be. No, but sir, what connection is going to happen? And what you said, we will just start.
Good morning, everyone. And I welcome a friend from the Northeast also. I hope you are having a good time and also a good time here. I actually want to take this opportunity to thank the government of Nagaland also through the initiative partner about that Namsa has been given a beautiful building as such because over the years we have seen how Namsa has also grown and they are the best in motorsports. And also they have been doing a lot of things for the motorsport. So I think they rightly deserve this beautiful building. And I also am part of Namsa representing Delegates now for a few days. So now what we have, what I also have in mind is what our friend Yanwen has also spoke about expressing his of this motorsports. How, as a Northeast now, since every motorsports association out there, how do we take this forward? And we sponsor some good drivers from the Northeast or as well as our own drivers. So I think we should all sit together and discuss on these issues also. And today, we also have to represent our district we also consider from a side from the district level, so whatever possible things.
Thank you, Ahmed.
Okay, so let Ravi close it.
Yeah. I request Ravi Agarwal to come and give the takeaway for today.
It was a very fruitful discussion with all the friends present here. What I feel and everybody here who is connected to motorsports feel that we want to come forward, we want to develop Northeast as a motorsports hub, and go forward, have a Northeast round and show India that we are also capable. And like my friend Arjun said, Abu Sir is always there. We want Abu Sir to take the lead from the front. We are always there. We'll support him as a team. Whatever is required to bring up the complete motorsports and adventure thing in Northeast, let's formulate it and bring it up to a level where all the youngsters, when they try to think about motorsport, they come up, they learn, and they can compete in the national and the international arena. That is what I want to say. Thank you so much, Namsa, for bringing us here on a platform. And again, I'll thank Government of Nagaland to come forward and give such a beautiful complex to Namsa to take it forward. Best of luck, Namsa.
Before we meet you, I'd like to call upon our President Namsa, Mr. Dikshe, who is such a great guy. Let's give us hands for him. Thanks, President Namsa.
Thanks so much. Good afternoon to everyone. It's a great pleasure in proposing a lot of things. So what has been a wonderful time with you all. Along with my fellow Namsa members, I would like to express a deep sense of gratitude to all the special guests from different adventure and motorsports associations and clubs of Northeast India for being here with us. Your presence served as an active encouragement. Our special thing was how to serve DKS Follow, Advisor to School Education Government of Nagaland, for taking out time of our business schedule to come and grace this program as a special guest. I would like to say a special thank you to our officer for your constant support that has been reserved through the years. Thank you, Reverend Bilati Sakre, for your time. I think the media covering this event will carry the message to a public at large. Thank you. We should take one group photograph. No, everybody. Yeah, on that background. One group. Nima, we should take one group photograph.
Yeah, let's have a group photograph. And after the group photograph, packed lunch is ready. Those of who wants to take it away can take it away and have it on the way when you go back. And those who want to have here, you're most welcome to do so. And thanks a lot once again.
Group photograph लेंगे ना?
Nagaland TV, Stop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10 in Global Chapter, and for Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.